Yeah. Welcome back. So this year, I really wanted to do something different with the channel. There's a lot going on in my life. There's a lot that I want to do this year. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to start a new series. And this series is called What Makes You Happy? I know that seems like kind of a weird thing, but I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I believe in if you want to do something, you start now. You start today, you start tomorrow, you start fresh, you know, whenever. There's so many opportunities. You can start at the beginning of the month. You could start at the beginning of each quarter. So I kind of live my New Year's resolution life on a quarterly system. So every, couple of months or so, I get myself together and I start writing out, what did I accomplish? What did I not accomplish? How can I accomplish, X, Y, Z by, the next 4 months, and so on and so forth. So, I feel like with this coming year, we're moving on to kind of like an age of minimalism. We're kind of moving into this age of just like really wanting to be happy, really achieving your dreams and your goals and whatever you have going on in your life. There's just so much craziness going on in the world. And I just feel like as of this year, like a lot of people just want to be happy. And that's a great and that's a great thing to aim for. Like, I don't care about, this or that or whatever. I just want to be happy and I just want to be content with, my life. So, that being said, this is going to be a series, and the first one is, what makes you happy? Dealing with your wardrobe and your closet. Now, I will say that my, clean out your closet, whatever, refresh your closet is very, very different than most, stylists and bloggers. Most stylists and bloggers would say, oh, it's that 80-20 rule. You wear, 20% of your clothes 80% of the time, or whatever the percentage is, and then that's how you're supposed to decide what to get rid of and what to keep. I don't believe in that at all. I think it's crap because, for instance, me as a performer, there's certain things that I keep in my closet that I wear maybe only a few times a year or maybe even once a year for a special occasion event, but it's an amazing piece and I'm not just going to get rid of it because, this really, really expensive one-of-a-kind piece I'm only going to wear, once a year. I just don't see the point in that. If I really love it and I really, care about that piece and I'm going to use it, just not as often. Why would I be walking around with a designer performance piece on every single day of the week? It just doesn't make any sense. But I feel like this is very applicable if you're, an everyday person or, whatever. You being who you are and you being confident and loving yourself and loving your life, one of the things of that is how do you feel in your clothes? So let's get into it. We're going to go through these three sifters to kind of decide, should it be kept in your wardrobe? So step one is, does it make you happy? And I know that kind of seems like a weird thing. Like, what do you mean, does this piece of clothing make me happy? Does it make you happy? Like, when you put it on, do you feel sexy? Do you feel confident? Or do you feel obligated because so-and-so bought it for you 5 years ago and it's been sitting in your closet and you never wore it? So that piece of clothing does not make you happy. When you put it on, you feel bloated or you feel big or you don't feel sexy or there's some negative connotations with it. So if it doesn't make you happy, you already know maybe this is something that I should get rid of. Let's take a look at this top. So this top I bought at the Goodwill a couple years ago. And when I bought it, I was like, oh, this is cute. It's a nice, whatever piece to have in the closet to just throw on when I'm running errands or, with some cute jeans, whatever. But now, honestly, when I put it on, I feel like I'm just wearing it because my cute stuff is, in the dirty laundry, and I just feel like I'm putting it on just to have something on my body so I can leave the house. So no, this does not make me happy. When I put it on, I just feel like I've given up on life, and I might as well just put on some sweatpants and call it a day. Now, is this piece still in very, very great condition? Great. So we're going to have two piles here. It's we're going to have the keep pile, of course, but for the stuff that we're getting rid of, it's going to be, the donation pile or the sell pile. The sell pile is stuff that you actually want to spend time selling. So that's stuff that you want to sell on eBay, Amazon, send to a consignment shop and see if you can sell it. Designer pieces, stuff that's like, really good quality, great materials or whatever. This, I honestly could just donate to the Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever and call it a day. So, no, this does not make me happy. Goodbye. All right, next piece. I have a lot of these random little surfer t-shirts from back in the day when I used to surf and skateboard and do all this other crazy stuff. I look at the shirt and I'm like, man, it's still kind of cute, whatever. It has paint on it though. And it did make me happy for a while. I don't really see it fitting my style now. So at this point we would move to the second sift. And this is level of nostalgia. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how nostalgic am I about this t-shirt that I like wore to the beach every day and would bike and do all this stuff with. Honestly, 10 being like, oh my gosh, this is my wedding dress or my grandma's really expensive piece of jewelry that she passed down like generation after generation. Honestly, this is probably like a 3 or 4. Yeah, do I get slightly warm fuzzies when I look at it? Sure, but do I need to keep it? Not really. So this is gonna go to the bin. So this piece right here, it's a Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress. Now, do I love this? Oh my gosh, yes. I absolutely love this dress. I love Diane von Furstenberg. She's my favorite designer. I love her pieces, you know, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. What's my level of nostalgia with this dress? I don't really have any history with it. My mom found it at a consignment shop, got it, and was like, hey, you know, I know this is your favorite designer. Do you like it? I immediately loved the dress, but, you know, there's no real history attached to it except for the history and legacy of the designer, which, I mean, I love. But let's move on to level 3, which would be fit. Does this dress fit me? No. Like, wrap dress is supposed to kind of cut off at the knee. It's supposed to be kind of like sexy and, you know, whatever. I'm short, so it comes down like the middle of my calves, which is not cute. I'm starting to look like, you know, that grandma at the office who has like stuff from like the 50s that she's wearing. That's how I feel in this dress. And honestly, this color is like all wrong for me. Like when I put it on, I just feel like the tone of my skin with this very, very cool tone, it doesn't go. So no, the fit isn't there, and the color of it doesn't really go with me. So as much as I love this dress and think that it's amazing, it doesn't fit me correctly. The tie strap ties like in a weird area on my body. So no, but is it an amazing, you know, dress and great quality and everything like that? A designer piece? Yes. So sale pile. Now, I have other kind of pieces kind of in that realm as well. So let's pick out something different. This piece right here, I love it. It's a designer piece, actually by one of my friends. Knitwear, has wire in it. Really, really cool piece that I can, you know, wear out to events and stuff like that. So, do I love this? Yes, I absolutely love this. 2, what is the level of nostalgia? Well, my friend, you know, for years she had wanted to own her own company and have her own store, and she ended up building her dream and having her dream store and everything like that, where she was making couture knits. And I was part of that journey with her. You know, we had a knitting group that we had there, and there was just so much history there. So, do I get the warm fuzzies? Yes. My level of nostalgia with this is probably like a 7, 6, you know, in the high 6s, low 7s. So yes, I mean, that already alone should say that I should keep it. But what is the fit like? This fits me amazingly. But how many times a year do I actually wear this? Maybe 4 or 5 times. So, I mean, technically, if I look through my rules, 1, 2, and 3, that means that I should keep it. So I'm keeping it. Another example, this sweater right here. This is my Nomad sweater. Now, do I love this piece? Absolutely yes. 2, what is the level of nostalgia? Well, when me and my husband were on the road, you know, trying to save up to get an apartment and move back to LA, we were on the road for 4 months together. And I saw the majority of the states in the U.S. You know, we traveled from state to state to state, you know, sometimes 2 or 3 states a day together. And there was so many amazing moments that we had and so many amazing things that we saw. So my level of nostalgia with this sweater, that it was so funny because when we were on the road, we would keep going into these like little shops in Arizona and stuff, and I would always point out those sweaters and say, oh, I want one of those so bad. And eventually he got me one. So while we were still on the road. So my level of nostalgia with this is high. I love this. How many times a year do I wear it? I don't know, maybe like 4. But do I love it? Yes. The level of nostalgia is there? Yes. But what is the fit like? It fits me amazingly. It still fits me. It's like, it's loose, it's baggy. I put it on with leggings and like high heel boots. Super cute. Love this sweater. So we're keeping it. Okay, let's do like an off the wall example just because. This is a jalaba that I got when I was in Morocco. I think that's the correct term for it. Do I love it? It's okay. You know, I like it. It's cool. It has a cute little like hood and embroidered sleeves and stuff like that. It's cute. Now, level of nostalgia, super high. I would probably put this at like maybe a 7-ish or 8 because it was my first time leaving the country. I was 18 years old and I was in Morocco for a month, and I met some of the most amazing people in my life there. And this is one of the things that I bought. Just, you know, we were in some of the more rural areas where, you know, laws are a little bit more strict and people are a little bit more conservative. So, you know, I bought this just to really, you know, acclimate to the culture a little bit. And so my nostalgia of this is very, very high. I like it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And obviously it still fits. And not to mention, I plan on, eventually going back, or, who knows, maybe I might go to Dubai. Maybe I might go to somewhere where I need to dress, a little bit more conservatively to match the culture. There's no issue with that, especially us being from the United States. A lot of times we travel with the intentions of, oh, well, everybody dresses like we do, so we can just wear whatever we want. No, I really would like something to be able to, respect the culture and go there and enjoy myself. So I'm keeping this. All right, you guys, so that's part 1 of my series, What Makes You Happy? This is the style and wardrobe edition. Let me know, you guys, what makes you happy? What do you guys want to see in this series? I kind of have some episodes planned, but if you have some ideas that you want to know about, different sorts of life hacks to really make you happy this year and really just declutter your life, let me know in the comments box below. Type to me, say what makes you happy. All right, subscribe to see the rest of this series. Like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah.